the city game is an important event for us, important game, and our guys played very well. And we've got some work to do, but we're excited about having this week to go forward and get better. Duquesne's so dangerous because of the way they shoot the ball. I thought we guarded their sets well, their plays, their offense. The threes they did get seemed to be on broken plays, which were what concerned us. Kind of, broken plays is a compliment. It's loose balls. They find guys, transition situations, and that's where they seem to get the open looks. But we did a good job in guarding in the half court. I thought very good job. Did a good job with the scouting report with film and Coach Richards and Coach Barton. And I thought we did a good job. We could have shot it better. We could have made free throws at a higher rate, and that would have been a good thing. But we're going to get a week to go work on it. And this is a tired group. And we're going to get better here. And we're excited about what we got coming up. We're excited about the finals week. We're excited about the practices we'll get. Not a lot, but we'll get some practices in, and we're going to get after it and try to kind of reinvent this team. I mean, obviously we got Cameron coming back, and he didn't play but a minute, and learning from past experience. It's just hard to play after one practice when you've been out for 10 weeks. And seeing Jermaine Levance, we know that the good days are coming ahead, and they'll be good for him for this next week going forward.
Reinvent in terms of maybe trying to be something different than you thought it would be at the start, or just?
Well, we got to add in a player that's going to play a lot of minutes for us, and Joe was hurt, and Derek was hurt, and Ryan was hurt, and so we got some new things to do, and I'm excited about it. Excited about where we're at. Excited about what we have going forward, and we've got 3 losses, but 2 are on the road, and 1's to a top 10 team in a neutral court. So, we've battled through a lot of things here, and I'm excited about what this team's going to be going forward.
Jamie, from your view from afar, does Duquesne look different?
Well, they're really dangerous. I mean, they're gonna, and they've done this. They did it last year. I know with who they beat. They're gonna beat good teams because there's gonna be nights where you just can't guard their three-point shooters. They're dangerous. They're not fun to play against. They're not fun to prepare for. They're not fun to coach against because of the way they play, how they shoot the basketball. And those guards are as dangerous as can be. We did a great job on Mason. It's not like we had to convince our guys they could shoot it. Their numbers did pretty much told the story. So that they're a very dangerous team, and they're gonna beat people like they did. They beat Xavier last year, or who they beat. I mean, they're gonna beat people because of how they play and what they do. And they're very dangerous, and they're well coached. They run a lot of stuff. They run a lot of good sets, and those guards are going to be dangerous. All 3 of them. Stevens is a guy you really can't. He's going to take shots that you really are hard to defend, and he made a couple of those, tonight.
How significant was Joe's offensive contribution?
Well, I mean, he hasn't been the same for about 3 weeks or so. He just hasn't been the same guy that was playing in the preseason, and the knee, so that's we just got to see how it's going to go. It's a unique situation we're in. He practiced well the last 2 days, and there was encouragement there. Derek's played real well. So I do think we're going to get good minutes out of those guys when they're healthy and everything's going right. But we got to get them used to these situations. And again, Joe hadn't played doing it. It takes some time. And we had a conversation a couple times this past week, or these past couple days, just talking about it takes some time. He's playing good practice, but you get in a game, it's a whole different deal. He hadn't played in a while, so did a good job around the basket, and I thought he just played with a lot of energy in the last couple of practices as well.
Talked a lot about man-to-man defense and penetration Indiana got against you guys in the last game. Did you see anything on a game-to-game basis improve?
Yeah, we're better. I mean, the penetration isn't as much Duquesne's game as it was with Indiana. I was surprised and disappointed with how we guarded against Indiana. I mean, they're a good team, and they're attacking, and we get some foul trouble, some things happen. But I was surprised. But we have guys in new situations, and that's the way you want returning guys who've already been in a situation. But we don't, and we're going forward. And we've learned learned some things over these 8 games, and we've played good people, and we've played at different spots, and we've got a week to improve, to get better, and we will. And I'm excited about getting Cameron in there and getting all our guys out there and practicing with 16 guys out there.
Jamie, is James becoming a better shooter?
Well, he worked really hard. He obviously didn't feel good the other day. He didn't shoot it well. He had a great game. It's amazing how it works. Kansas State, he has a great game, almost a perfect game as how he plays. We win by 23 against a very good team, and then Indiana, he doesn't knock down any shots, and then now here he goes and he goes for 23, his career high. It's you got to come back and respond. What he did was he got in the gym and shot. He shot last night, and he shot this morning, and he shot besides the practice. So, he's a great kid, a hard worker, and we want him to be perfect every game. But he had a tough game in the last game, and it didn't go his way. And he, rather than mope, he went to work.
Jamie, piggybacking off that, is he a more willing shooter now, or do you still have to talk to him?
We're telling him to become one, and that's a bit of a challenge. But again, we're kind of we were not where we thought, and so that's become a part of it as well. So I think that's I think we played him too many minutes tonight, but I really wanted to get Jamel in the zone, part of playing the big. So we played our guards too many minutes tonight, but we were able to do it. But obviously going forward, we've got Cameron and Cameron Wright, and so we've got some things that we can do there. But yeah, I think we played him too many minutes, James, tonight, but he responded and handled it well, and he needs to be. He needs to be a guy that steps up and knocks down the shot. He had a big 3 when they made their run, and I think that settled it down at that point.
Coach, you played three guards quite a bit together. Was that a plan going in, or did that just kind of happen?
We did it the other day. I mean, we've played them too many minutes, as I said earlier, but it worked, and they're good players, and we need them out there on the floor. But it was probably too many minutes. They weren't in foul trouble. Mike was, Joe was, so we kind of made some adjustments and did that. But I think it was good for us. Chris, Josh, and James. But we've got the versatility, I think, to do some things here. We get Cameron out there, and we'll do some things going forward.
Does that depend on matchups? If you play a team that's
I think the zone possibly, and the other matchups. Some, yeah. We wanted to, when at times they had those 3 shooters on the floor, not very long, but they did. We wanted to have our 3 quickest guys on there, 3 best defenders of the guys we've got, and that's been our biggest challenge. Finding defenders. We had counted on, we're putting finding perimeter defenders, and that's we don't have our best 2 to start with, so that there lies a problem.
Is Sheldon hurt?
No, we gotta get Sheldon going here. He's gonna get. This week he's a little banged up, but he's gonna come back and we're gonna get in the gym, and he's gonna be a factor for us going forward. So I'm excited about Sheldon. He's gonna be a producer for us, and I just felt we needed Jamel. And Ryan played very well for us post defense. He's our best. I think Ryan may be our best post defender at now, and that's a bit of a surprise to us. But right now, he seems to do the best against guys his size. He's smart, he's physical, and he doesn't give up angles. So he's really picked up some things defensively, and we played well. He played good in Indiana. He missed some shots, and so looking back at it, he played pretty well. But just didn't get the baskets that he had gotten in the Kansas State game that everybody was raving about him.
Coach Ferry said they're getting really beat up on the post among other places. Where do you think that increased aggressiveness came from you guys?
Well, I think Joe came out and gave us something. I think we played at times. I guess we played a little bit bigger. I think they really went inside. I was probably a little bit surprised at how much they went inside, but I think they're finding that developing Robinson and Lewis. But I think they've also found that Powell is probably more of a scorer than they maybe anticipated. So I think it looks like they're really going to him more and more as the year progresses. So I think that's something that we recognized as the game went on and really realized we needed to do a job, and Joe did a pretty good job defensively, and Ryan did especially too. And Mike, I still don't know how he got his fouls, but we'll look at it and see. I mean, he got offensive fouls, I think. He didn't get any in the post defense, so. And then a rebound one, I do remember as well. So then the screen one, which I didn't see. So we just had to play different guys, more guys.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.